All right, guys, let's try that again. Unfortunately, lost connection for just a minute there. I had to do a quick reboot, but it looks like I'm back up and running. Just waiting on some info to pop up for me. But yeah, also just kind of waiting on the one and only HD Motorsports so we can get this rolling. But like I was starting to say before they went down, yeah, we're gonna hand it on over to our buddies over at Madison Rising to allow them to get their anthem in, and yeah, we still gotta definitely say thanks, big thanks to those guys for allowing NNR to use their version of the national anthem at the onset of every one of the NNR races. Always a good time, good show. So without further ado, yeah, here's our buddies. Please stand and remove your hats.
Dude, you did a barrel roll over the fucking pit wall, landed in the pit wall, and shot back up on the track.
Mike,
I didn't hit the pit wall. I missed you perfectly.
Oh, you just gotta watch, dude. It was funnier shit.
hey, can y'all hear me?
I did that in the East Spark race.
Mike, check. Mike, check. HD, can you hear me?
Yeah,
All right, thanks. All right, I'm back up.
I can barely hear you though. You're really low.
All right, hold on. Let me,
Are you back, Pete? Like, got set up or what?
yep, I got the anthem running right now.
Oh, I didn't know you went on.
Yeah, there. Okay, is that better?
You're better.
now?
Yeah, you're better now.
Oh,
All right.
God!
All right.
Maddie killed me. I'm dead.
Music.
Alright, I'm going up.
Man, I want some fucking cheese dip.
I have passed away.
Laps. That's hard. 7 laps. All right, and once again, a big thank you to the one and only Madison Rising for allowing NNR to use their version of the national anthem at the start of every series race, whether it's the truck on Sunday, Xfinity on Tuesdays, or when I get to hang out with the one and only HD Motorsports here on Thursday night with the Cup guys. Sledgehammer, good to see you, sir. But HD, it's Cup guys. Bristol, High Banks, Concrete, 200 laps tonight, 20 to 25 cars, some new guys and some new rides thanks to the way that everything turned out in the draft that just happened yesterday. But man, who you got tonight, buddy? Good to see you, by the way.
Good to see you too, man. Coming tonight, Dover, you cannot look at Rowdy, who, if I'm not mistaken, he won the past 3 races, which invites are out. I'm not sure if you got it. I'm already loaded into this bad boy. But you can't look past Rowdy. Of course, you're gonna look at CGMX Rose. Is he gonna be in the pole again? More than likely. But I think I'm gonna go with the guy Aviator. I think Aviator gets it done tonight, and he's gonna possibly pull out the points lead at the end of this.
It's definitely very possible. There was a new points leader after the string of wins that CGMX Rose has been on, and I think he's got it now by like 35 points and more. Did not finish very well last week, and he's not in tonight's race either. So Moore's going to fall back just a little bit, but man, I am looking forward to this. I had a great time during the truck and Xfinity race, calling the Xfinity with the one and only Stout Whiskey. But tonight, it's Cup guys. I got a brand new bit of information on the bottom. It's your bubble drivers. Right now, you got JCX 12 and 15th, Dan the Lawn Man in 16th, Coe in 17th, and Kamal, who's going to be rocking that 3 car from here on out.
And look at this, man. I'm loaded into the race right now. Rowdy is actually on the pole position, but look on the outside of him, a familiar paint scheme. That's going to be Jose 720, qualified P2. The Aviator's running in P3 on the outside. Him's going to be a new face in that 42. CGMX Rose, and rounding out that top 5 is going to be Boehner in that 36 car.
Yeah, Boehner in a 36, and you got the 11 of Ingalls to his outside. There's the 3 of James Kamal. Kamal's been very, very strong here the past several years. Going to see if he's able to break that 3 into victory lane. Then you got very familiar 22 there in J-Paw, 37 of Pro Viper. God Power rocking out that one Monster Energy machine. Dan the Lawman to 35. Goostis in that 00. Then you got Sully, JRM Dohar in that ever-popular 88. NNR Mountain in the 38. Heated Snowman back there in the 6. Then you got Stout Whiskey in the 2. The 12 of Knights. The 4 car in Natty Dread. 40 of Outlaw. 9 of Carroll. 8 of NNR Smitty and JCX 12. I don't know whether to trust that he's actually lagged out or if he is actually expired already. Hopefully not. I'm hoping that it's just another game glitch. But we'll have to see as the night goes on and we get a chance to take a look at the running order.
Yeah, and they're coming down the backstretch now, coming in at turn 3. So my pick was Rowdy, man. Who's your pick? You didn't even say.
I'm going all in with the 3 car tonight. Kamal has been very, very strong. He has been very adamant about trying to make the chase. He's 23 points out. And Coe's not running tonight, so I'm looking for him to have a great race, make up a lot of points, maybe even get Dan the Lawman behind him if he can get a stage. But here we go, HD.
Yeah, green flags in the air here at Dover International Speedway. The 13 of the Rowdy diving it down into turn 1. You got the 95 of Jose 720 running at P2 with the 48 Aviator. Round at the top 3 is a single file out.
Yeah, single file, and there's that 42. Like you said, CGMX Rose in that brand new ride took over the machine that Amore Smoke has made very, very productive this year. But you got Jose filling or trying to fill the shoes. I know you said like you're only a size 10, but man, he's got a lot of work to do to maybe, who knows, maybe he'll have a 95 with his name on the side. I think him and the Bear are both back for Levon.
I'm gonna cut you off there. There is no shoes to fill, man. It's his ride. He doesn't gotta fill any of my shoes. It's him. It's his time to shine. If anybody is to make the pro league, it should be him. Everybody knows him. He's a great driver, a great person, a great personality, man. He just needs to do his own thing. It's not filling my shoes. He's going to write his own story. I think he's going to do a great job, and I think him and the Bear are going to go very far in the playoff system.
Well, that's really really humble of you, man. And I wouldn't expect anything less. And I agree with you. I think Jose is going to have a great season. Him and the Bear, I think, are going to bounce a lot of ideas off each other. The same as CGMX Rose. I forget who his counterpart on the Pro League or on the PlayStation side of it is. But yeah, Sledgehammer not 100% sure what Amore is going to be driving. We'll have to wait and see next week, but here we go, back under green.
Yeah, back under green here at Dover with the 48 of the Aviator, I think, playing a little bit of strategy, possibly stayed out there, picked up 2 positions. He's moved to the front runner, pushing the 13 of Rowdy to the outside, and there's that 95 of Jose moving up to P2.
Yeah, Jose back up to P2 for P3. They're kind of, they were side by side, but now the 13 of Rowdy's got sole possession of that, and right behind him, I think is that Sully or who is that right behind? Right behind. Let's see if we can't find out here. Nope, that's the 36 of Boehner.
Yeah, 36 of Boehner running up here, running in a P4. He qualified P5, if I'm not mistaken, so he's +1 from his qualifying efforts. He's got the 11 of Ingalls right behind him. Now behind Ingalls is that 42 car of CGMX Rose, and there's that 3 car, your pick, Kamal, rounding out the top 8.
And I tell you what, HD, I really believe that tonight's race is going to come down to somebody with a wheel. I know I picked Kamal. He's got that TMX Pro that he's gotten very, very comfortable with. But I ran a few laps to get some of the information on screen just right, and I ran it with a controller. If you're still tabbing to the left on a controller coming off the corner, the car gets wicked loose. So I'm really thinking that somebody with a wheel is gonna get it done tonight. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and up towards the front, Jose got pushed to the outside by the 13 of Rowdy. Jose quickly dropping spots outside of the top 5 and then some, because he's got the 3 of Kamal coming up under them right now as they come out of turn 2 down the backstretch. So Jose losing a ton of spots here early on.
Yep. Put one up for the 3 car of Kamal. It looks like the 22 J-Pa and another custom to the inside of him. I think that might be Dan the Lawman. We're fighting side by side down the backstretch, going through 3 and 4 right now. And it looks like they were able to get that back single filed as well. Again, about 20 to 25 cars on track tonight.
That's a lot of cars on track, especially when you come to a place like Dover where things happen so fast. You know as well as I do, these outside walls come out of turn 2 and out of turn 4 approach you so quickly. I guarantee before this race is done, at least half this field, if not 3/4 of this field, will hit that wall before we throw the checkered flag here tonight. As we got a battle for P2 with a 36 Boehner putting one on a 13 around. They move him up to P2, drop Rowdy back to P3.
Yeah, kind of looking from the back deck lid of that 42 of CGMX Rose. He's got the 11 of Ingalls right in front of him, the 13 of Rowdy, and like you said, the 36 of Boehner. Boehner's got FNL Bowling in the chat saying, go get that W, Boehner. Bowling that had a hell of a race the other day, so all that Rook Racing really pulling for each other, and wouldn't expect anything less. Great group of guys.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt, man. And moving up here, still in his front pack, you got the Aviator up there. He's got about a 2 to 3 car length lead on that 36 car Boehner, who is now slowly starting to spread his wings a little bit on that 13 of Rowdy, who is struggling here. He's got the 42 of CGMX Rose down low. He's going to pick up a 1 spot. So move that 42 up to P3. 13 of Rowdy here, struggling a little bit on the late run.
Yeah, kind of just watching backwards from that 36 of Boehner. Now I'm on the hood of the 11 of Ingalls, looking at the 13 of Rowdy, and as you said, the 42 now of CGMX Rose. He's no longer in that 20. He was picked up by Chip Ganassi Racing to run either the 42 or the 1. More Smoke was kind enough to move on over, let him run that 42. Then, as we said, Jose 720 no longer in that 43. He's now rocking the 95. And as I'm watching the 11 of Ingalls the 3 of Kamal pulled a power move underneath that 11, able to get it woed back up. He's on track right behind Rowdy now, trying to run down this top 3.
You might want to get to the top 3, especially this 36 car of Boehner, because he is all over the bumper of the 48 of the Aviator that is coming through turns 3 and 4 down the front stretch. There are car lengths separated each other. The 42 of CGMX Rose is looking to pounce. Well, he's closing the gap in. He's only about 4 car lengths away.
Yeah, Rose is coming in a hurry, but like you said, Boehner is all over the back bumper of that 48. He's got that sharp music going, or he could be like an old Tony Stewart.
Oh, Aviator to the outside of the wall. There goes Boehner down low. Move him to the race lead. First time tonight leading laps is that 36 car of Boehner, but the 48 of the Aviator is looking to pounce back, and there's that 42. A CGMX Rose looking to pick up P2.
Yeah, Rose going to be able to get under that 48. We'll have to see who's able to get that power down and get it motivated off that high side. Nope. 42 up to P2. Now he's going to go after that 36. And the 42 of Rose has been moving since the start of the race. He didn't start on pole. I wonder if there might be a little bit of a difference between the Toyota that he's used to and now running in these in the Chevy again. After being picked up by Chip Ganassi Racing. Some people thought he was going to have to change his name from CGM X Rose to CGR X Rose, but they said no, we'll make it Chip Ganassi Motorsports. That way he didn't have to change his gamer tag.
There you go right there. Actually, Rose drops back to P3 because the Aviator gave it right back to him. The very next quarter got up underneath the CGMX Rose as they were coming through turns 3 and 4. Aviator was able to clear him, so move Aviator back up to P2. Rose back to P3 and up in the race lead. Still is going to be that 36 car of Boehner, who's got about a 7 car length lead as they come off of turn 2 with Rose looking low. Thought better of it. He pulled out of that. He's still going to ride there, but here comes that 3 car of James Kamal working his way up through the pack, running P4. New car, new brand, new man here at Dover.
Oh, yeah, and Kamal is no stranger to victory lane here at Dover. I've raced with Kamal many, many years, and he has always been very, very strong at this track. It definitely suits his driving style. Very aggressive, very fast, high banked. He knows how to set it up. I'm confident that Kamal will either get it in victory lane or we'll be talking to him in the top 3 tonight. But either way, if he can get that car where he wants it, he's going to have a solid night. Coey's not in the field. Right?
Oh, no, second place.
Yep, second place. 42, 48 up high. That's going to allow the 3 of James Kamal to close in ever more. But, yeah, no Coey in the field tonight.
Caution.
Caution's out. And also, Dan the Lawn Man is now behind him. So either way, he's making up points on both guys that are in front of him on those bubble standings right now.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Coey not being able to make it tonight, you hate to see it, but that's really going to help that 3 car Kamal out to be able to bust that top 16. Probably when this race is done, he'll be in that top 16. He's just got to finish strong. The next 2 races, be able to get locked in, points get reset other than the bonus points and stuff like that. You got a shot. Everybody's got a shot, man, to get to this Final 4. That's how deep it is. As we're getting ready, I don't know if that was the end of the stage. We're going to stage 2 or what?
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking the same thing. I've got the stream from Boehner up right now. Let's see. As soon as he comes across the start finish, I'll either get us a lap count or figure out what we're doing. But right now I'm on the hood view of the 95 of Jose 720. He definitely did not get the start that he wanted. They've got 30 laps left here in stage 1.
Yeah, I think he possibly may have stayed out. I don't know. Look like he spun his tires there just a bit on the restart. He started in the pole position. He was back in the pack a little bit, so I think he might have forgot to hit the button. He's dropped back outside the top 5. Moves CGMX Rose back up to P2 on a good restart by him. That was some good awareness from that 42 CGMX Rose. He realized it. He dipped down low, forced Jose 723 wide at the start, and he was able to maintain up to that second position, running about 4 car lengths back from the 36 car of Boehner. Now behind Rosa, we got the 11 of Ingalls. Behind Ingalls is that 48 of the Aviators to move Aviator back to P4, rounding out the top 5 with another caution. Here tonight is going to be the 3 of James Kamal.
Yeah, Kamal's going to be P5. Dan the Lawman, we're just talking about the points that Kamal needed to gain on him. He was in P6. Natty Dread P7. Rowdy P8. Jose 720 in that new ride in P9. And then Heated Snowman in that 6 back there in P10. Yep, I'm not quite sure what caused this caution. It was way back in the field, though. It wasn't in any of the camera views that I was watching right there, but top 5 definitely getting after it. We'll have to see if Jose goes in this time.
Without a doubt, he better be going in this time. If I'm at Scrooge, if I'm screaming, go in at this time, this very time. Getting back up here towards the front, 36 of Boehner is still going to remain your race leader. 48 of the Aviator, move him up to P2 on the outside. 13 of Rowdy making his presence known back up in the top 3. On the outside end is going to be the 42 of CGMX Rose. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be the 3 of J-Mac. No, excuse me, the 3 of Kamal on the outside. I'm ready for Eastbrook. Oh, there's a big wreck towards the middle of the pack down the backstretch into turn 3. God, man, these J-Mac, where did that come? J-Mac.
We're starting to call too many leagues. That's what that is. No, I'm just kidding. But right about now, I'm guessing Stout is saying, all right, guys, settle it down. I don't want to have to be the one to call a modified restart, the first one, I think, of the year. I can't remember the last time we had one. I thought we were going to have one the other night in the Truck Series, but right around the start of Stage 3, they started to get a little wild, but Carroll calmed them down, and they were able to get it going. But Stout may have hand forced if these guys don't settle down here just a little bit, get spread out, get through that first green flag pit stop that we know they're very well known for, and then get racy.
Yeah, and that's just kind of Dover itself, man. It's just like a self-cleaning track. I mean, we talk about turns 2, turns 4. I guarantee you right there in turn 2, someone hit the outside wall, stacked everybody up, and people just ran out of room to go, and it caused the big one down the backstretch. Now getting up to the race action, everybody remains the same in the top 6. Boehner is still your race leader. The 3 of Kamal is up in P4, trying to make moves on that 42 CGMX Rose. 48 of the Aviator pushed to the outside. They're battling side by side for P2.
Yeah, 42 of CGMX Rose definitely opened up a hole for Kamal to be able to follow through. 13 of Rowdy going to give that 3 car a big shot in the bumper. 48 is now to the outside of the 3. Looks like the 48 is going to be able to get that power down, but the 3 and the 48 are going to go side by side. The 11 of Ingalls now going to be able to fill that hole made by Kamal.
Yeah, this is such a low-line dominant track. Everybody's fighting for that low line to get in front. Up off the corner, the 11 slaps the outside wall coming out of turn 4. Luckily, he was able to hang on to the Aviator to the outside of him. 13 Rowdy up on the outside of the Aviator. Here comes that 2 Stout Whiskey. First time tonight, working his way towards the top 5.
Yeah, Stout Whiskey's letting it all hang out. After all the Pro League qualifiers were done, he did really, really well in that Richmond Raceway E competition. He actually won the dirt race there last night. He's been doing really, really well. Got that Bristol win. This place is just like a Bristol on steroids, so definitely expect him to be strong. I'm looking forward to Stout Whiskey having a top finish here in the first stage, if not the entire race.
Every time I see this Richmond Raceway thing, it's Stout Whiskey winning it. So he's been doing a well of a job if he's always winning it. But up here towards the race lead, we got the 42 of CGMX Rose all over the bumper of that 36 car of Boehner, while this 2-car tandem starting to break away just a bit. There's that 3-car. Kamal slaps the outside wall. There it is. At a turn 4, he slapped it, but it wasn't too bad. I don't think he got too much damage out of it, but he's going to drop about 4 car lengths on second place. He's got the 11 of Ingalls, though, in his tracks.
Yeah, the 11 of Ingalls right behind that 3 of Kamal, and behind the 3 of Kamal, I believe, is the 48 of the 11 of Ingalls, and then you've got the 48 of the Aviator, and then the 13 of Rowdy. So top first, 6, top 7, all single file, running their pace, running their race. But right now it's still that 36 of Boehner and the 42 of CGMX Rose to the point, running fast laps, drafting together. The 3 that are behind them are going to want to do the same thing if they want any chance at catching these 2 with 14 laps to go in stage 1.
Yeah, laps are winding down here in stage 1. Still your race leaders. I think CGMX Rose is actually trying to push this 36 of Boehner away from everybody else because he knows as soon as they start getting racy, that's going to draw that 3-car of Kamal to them. So CGMX Rose really running a smart race right now with laps winding down. That time by should be 12 to go here in stage 1 at Dover International Speedway.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that 3 of Kamal is hunting. He's pulling away from the 11 right smack middle of the front 2, and then he's got the 2 right behind him. So if Kamal's able to do this, pull away from a 2-car tandem, try to catch another 2-car tandem, he's got a fast hot rod.
Yeah, Kamal is definitely looking strong tonight. He actually sent us a message, if I'm not mistaken, saying, hey, man, look out for me because I'm going to get a win this week at Dover. He should have won it last year. We know the infamous race between him and Rowdy, where Rowdy clipped the apron, hit him. It was chaos there on the last lap. He wants redemption. Here he is running strong, running P3. I think he could get it done.
Yeah, P3, first time in that 3-car. I tell you, if I said it early in the season, and I still stand by it. I've known Kamal for years. I know what he's capable of. When this guy gets hot, that's all there is to it. And some kind of challenged him a few weeks back when he finished in the top 3. He was up in the booth talking to us. Somebody back in chat later on said, "Oh, well, whatever. You just you had a good finish from." Tonight, you're always in the back. And he said, Kamal said, get used to this. So here he is proving him wrong again.
Yeah, and we had a little battle there for the race lead for a moment. CGMX Rose was able to get up underneath that 36 car of Boehner coming out of backstretch into turn 3, push him up out of the groove, but Boehner was able to pull him up off turn 4, down the front stretch, was able to clear him down into turn 1, but still CGMX Rhodes is looking to chop. He's on his heels, and he's trying to attack him. Coming off of turn 2 with the run, getting up underneath him. Boehner into the wall.
Oh, but great job by Boehner after he slapped that wall just a little bit to keep it off the 42 of CGMX Rose. Didn't collect him. That allowed the 3-car to really catch up. And 4th and 5th are also got a little bit of separation as well. They were nose to tail. Now they're separated by about 0.3. But it's a new person in P5. It was the 13 of Rowdy. Now it's the 2-car Stout Whiskey. Still proving that he's got a fast hot rod in that deuce.
Yeah, he's definitely moving his way up through the pack. I'm trying to get to him. I'm on the 3-car. There's Stout Whiskey back here trying to cycle through. Good Lord, we need new mechanics. There we are. Yep, Stout Whiskey up to P5 right behind that 48 car. The Aviator, now they've got a good, healthy lead on it. Looks to be that 88 of Dohar right there. The other Pro Leaguer guy out on a track that we didn't mention yet tonight. He's running pretty strong, running in about 6th to 7th place. Stout Whiskey looking to pick up another one, going low on the 48 car. The Aviator through turns 1 and 2, off of 2, able to clear him, but Aviator looking for the crossover.
Yeah, you mentioned Dohar. I'm actually still back here with him and the 35 of Dan the Lawn Man trying to get that pass underneath him with the 95 of Jose 720. Dohar, like you said, back in the Pro League, got picked back up by Junior Motorsports, and he's got a new teammate. I think his gamer tag is like Jesus or something. He's the one that won the Chicago race, I believe, on fuel mileage. So it's definitely a pair matched in heaven, because you know how much Dohar loves to save fuel.
Oh, there you go, man. They can work the calculations together as they're coming out of backstretch. Yeah, Dan the Lawman was able to pick up that spot. Now he's got the 95 of Jose 720 right behind him as they go side by side behind Jose. That's the 22 of J. Paul and the 11 of Ingalls who was again running pretty good up front early on, but dropped towards the back as the run went on. Jose looking to put some pressure though on that 88 with laps winding down still in stage one. We gotta be in single digits.
Yep, I'll actually grab us a lap count right now. Boehner's now falling about 1.1 seconds behind the 42 of CGMX Rose. Yeah, Kamal right on Boehner's bumper, about second and a half back. Stout Whiskey right there in P4 like you mentioned, and we are on the last lap here in stage one. So right now top three look to be CGMX Rose, Boehner, and Kamal.
Yeah, I think the battle is going to be between that 88 of JM Dohar and a 35 of Daniel Lawman, because Dohar is all over the bumper. Jose is going to dive it down into turn 3. Checked up out of it, and that finishing order is going to remain the same as they come across the line.
Yeah, so your top 5, CGMX Rose, Boehner, James Kamal, Stout Whiskey, and Dan the Lawman. Guys, you want to know how to follow NNR, me, and HD Motorsports on Twitter and everywhere else? Check this out.
Hey NNR fans, don't miss any of the action by following or subscribing to Repeat's Twitch channel. Turn on notifications and you'll always know when the best preset league on Xbox hits the track. Check out his YouTube channel too to see all of NNR's past races. Follow No Name Racing as well as Repeat 1975 and others on Twitter, and you'll never miss any of the action.
As always, you didn't miss a thing, and I am getting corrected. Cheese actually went to Roush. He is Garbage's teammate, not Dohar. So I was wrong. You were right. Thank you very much. Rock NASCAR, good to see you out there. Beast of Asgard was his new teammate. There we go. And back to green.
Yeah, we're back to green, that 42 car as CGMX Rose down low. 36 of Boehner, though, pinching him to the outside wall. That's going to check a lot of guys up down the backstretch. Somehow they were all able to hang on to it, though.
Yeah, there is a gaggle. It formed your ever-famous hornet's nest behind the 42 of CGMX Rose. Behind Rose, I'm going to try to find it. It's actually going to be the 3 of James Kamal. He's going to try his best now to hunt down this 42. He got pretty good points there in that stage, as I hear you say.
There's a Recto coming through turns 3 and 4. There were 3 wide coming into turn 3. 3 wide does not work out at Dover, and there's the results. Jose 720 amongst others into the fence.
Yeah, that absolutely looked really nasty. Now, fresh off this restart, you expect that the front guys will stay up front. They don't want to be back in that hornet's nest. There's awesome Mama Bear checking in on her brother. How's it going? Good to see you. Lucky Dog saying, hey. Welcome to the stream there, Lucky. Good to see you, too.
Going on, guys?
What's up, guys? There you go. Let's see. I don't know what started all that. All I can say is it is an extremely tight track. Actually, I see the 48 of the Aviator now on road right along with the 21, but again, that could be a pit road glitch. HD, we're going back green with the 42 at the point.
Yeah, 42 at the point. Lots out of him, though. That 2-car Stout Whiskey with a power move off the restart, able to clear him into turn 1 off of turn 2. So Stout Whiskey to the race lead.
Yeah, Stout Whiskey and that shifter took those pointers that you gave to the one and only Coey, and these two are side by side coming across the start-finish line to complete the first lap after that caution.
Yeah, and he's coming down into turn 1. Stout Whiskey forced to the outside. You know that's where you don't want to be. Still hanging on that 42 car's quarter panel as they come through turns 3 and 4. Move 42. CGMX Rose back to the race lead with the 3 of James Kamal in tow. And there's that 8 of JRM Dohar working his way into the top 5 as well.
Yeah, he's going to try to follow that 3 of Kamal into P2. Kamal created the hole under the 2 of Stout Whiskey. Looks like they are stacking up behind these guys. I see the 22 of J-Paw back there. I'm just watching back from the 42 of Rose, and they are all over each other. Going to try to get back here a little bit more into the action. See the 3, the 88 up high, 3 now down behind the 2, as Boehner's going to try to follow that 3 underneath the 88.
Yeah, Boehner's going to be able to clear the 880 down into turn 3. 36 of Boehner is now up underneath JRM Dohar with the 11 of Ingals in tow. So drop Dohar back 3 spots in a matter of a lap and a half, no, about a half a lap actually, as they come down into turn 1. Dohar running at about 6th place. Still your race leader up in front with about a 5-car length lead now. Still that 42 of CGMX Rose.
And just as I was about to say something about the 22 of J-Paw catching up to these front guys, I see old Mr. Slide Job checking in the chat saying, go J-Paw. Not sure if J-Paw is still recruiting for his army, but here's another guy following that 22 everywhere he goes. Let's see what 22's got here tonight, HD.
Yeah, 22 of J-Paw Army's got one of the biggest armies out there in chat. Everybody loves J-Paw. He's a good guy. Here he is showing it yet again with a good, strong top 10 running here at Dover. Behind, looks like that 22, though, is going to be the 13 of Rowdy. We know he's fast here. He's trying to work his way back up into the pack, back up into the mix on be able to win this thing. He's won the past 3 races here. Here he is up underneath that 22 of J-Paw. Move Rowdy up 1 position.
Yeah, I think the 22 might have seen that 13 was faster. Said, you know what? I'll go on up high. I'll go ahead and let you go on by. I'm saving my tires. You wanna race? You wanna do your thing? Go right ahead. We're only in the beginning stages here of stage 2. J-Pod's kind of pacing himself. You start to see the 40 of Outlaw going to try to challenge him just a little bit. Put the 40 on by, and here comes the 8-car of Smitty.
And 13 of Rowdy actually picked up another spot. He went to the outside of the 88 of JRM Dohar. Now move him up to about P6. The 13 of Rowdy is on rails. Dohar loose down the backstretch into the wall. Luckily, he was able to hold it together. Looks like that 40 car of Outlaw is looking to pick up another spot. Move his way into P8 as they're battling side by side back there, entering the turn 1.
Yep, entering turn 1. 88 still stuck to that outside. The 40 of Outlaw made that hole. Here comes the 22 with the 8 of Smitty right behind him. Dohar going to lose a few more spots. And then here comes the old 00, or that might be the 35 of Dan the Lawman. Still running pretty strong.
Yeah, 35, Dan the Lawman up here. He's running pretty good. Yeah, like he said, he's trying to work his way up through the pack, but 13 of Rowdy caught the 11 of Ingals. He's right behind him. You know Rowdy. He is Rowdy, all right. He will rattle your cage, he will say. Here they come out of turn 4. Rowdy might be looking low down the front stretch. There it is. There's the move down low into turn 1. Rowdy plus 1 more spot. Move him up the P5.
Oh, but Ingles trying to really stay on that back quarter panel. Maybe try a little bit of side draft. I don't think it would work that well off of a corner, especially at a place like Dover. But hey, no sense, or no harm, no foul. Came off tight. Rowdy up 1 more position. Now sitting, I believe, in P4. Ahead of him, he's got Kamal in front of Kamal. Nope, I might be wrong. Rowdy might be a little bit further back than I thought. Go ahead.
He's P5. He's P5.
P5. Okay, there we go. I'm glad you're paying attention.
Yeah,
so that is Kamal
right now
in
is
front
going to
of
get
him.
a 42. CGMX Rose, who's got about a 10-car link lead now on it. Looks like it might be that 36 of Boehner running in P2. I'm trying to cycle through. Yep, Boehner's in P2. 2 of Stout Whiskey in P3. Looks like the 3 of, I almost said J-Mac, but it's going to be the 3 of Kamal running in P4. Rowdy, P5 is the 9 of Carroll's coming down pit road.
Yep, I was just about to say I was on the back deck lid of the 95 of Jose 720 again, taking over that ride. And I saw the 9 of Carroll woeing it up, trying to get down to about 45 mile an hour. fast and not speed. And one thing I haven't really got a chance to mention here, HD, because of the cautions and whatnot, but that pit road entry here at Dover is extremely small. If you're not down low and against that wall, the chances of the game spitting you back out on track are actually very, very good. So you got to be down, but you can't hit that wall, give yourself unnecessary damage and unnecessary time on pit road trying to fix it. So good job by Carroll to get it in there nice and easy, no damage. He's going to get a chance to get a couple more adjustments in. He'll come out just stronger than ever.
Yeah, and up towards the front, man, we got a new person in P2. That's going to be the 2 Stout Whiskey. 36 of Banner is really struggling right now because he just dropped all the way back to P4. Oh, the 3 of Kamal getting a little bit of loose out of turn 2 down on backstretch. These guys are starting to get a little bit loosey-goosey out here. It's over. Someone who's not looking loose, though, is that 13 of Rowdy because he has caught these guys. He's only about 3 car lengths back, being able to work his way into the top 3.
Yep, he's really trying. It really looks like the 36 of Boehner is struggling, but Rowdy is strong off the corner. Behind Rowdy, you got the 11 of Ingalls. Ingalls having a great night. He is the first person in points without a win. So, again, a model of consistency. Oh, 3 of Kamal. Wicked loose as the 36 of Boehner is going to be able to work his way back on by. There goes Rowdy. A great job by Kamal trying to hold on to that very, very loose 3 car. Ingalls now going to also try to get under that 3 getting into the corner. But great hands by Kamal.
Yeah, move Rowdy all the way up to P3. He's there. He got it. The 36 of Boehner. Kamal, those guys seem to be struggling with the loose off condition without a doubt. Here they come, though. CGMX Rose still your race leader. Stout Whiskey running in P2. He's about 15 car lengths back from Rose. Now there's about a 15 car length distance between him and Rowdy, as well as these guys are still battling it out for P4.
Yeah, P4, the 3 of Kamal, the 11 of Ingalls, and the 36 of Boehner pushed back just a little bit. Definitely a bit of a loose condition right there. I ran the NNR Cup Series fun race or fun run that they started hosting each week. Ran that last night, and this absolutely favors somebody on a wheel. You are turning more right coming off the corners, kind of like in Iowa, than you are turning to the left. So if you can get that car dialed in just right, you're still fast, as we now see the 3 of Kamal blowing it up, getting down on the apron through turns 3 and 4, preparing to get some service to that Chevy.
Yeah, the first car to come down the pit road, though, in the top 5 was going to be the 13 of Rowdy. He made it down pit road 1 lap earlier than the 3 car, James Kamal, and I like that call, honestly, saying how loose these guys are out on track. 1 lap difference between going down pit road and not can be seconds distance between you and the guy you were just battling. So good call from the 13 of Rowdy. There's the race leader actually coming down pit road to 42, a CGMX Rose with laps winding down here in stage 2.
Yep, they've got to be. I'll keep an eye on Boehner's stream here and check in. Now I'm with the 2 cars, Stout Whiskey. He's pulled down off the track, following the apron all the way around. They've actually got the distance lines painted there, 3, 2, and 1. Stout Whiskey pulling into pit road with the 11 of Ingalls. Yeah, right behind him, and then the 8 car is Smitty, followed by the 22 of J-Paw, the 1 of God Power, and the 4 car of Natty Dread.
Yeah, Stout Whiskey's coming out pit road right now into his pit box. Actually, little Go, Brad, snap on them new tires. Let's get out there. Let's continue to battle it on. The only question is it the right call to come down a little bit later than the other guys in the top 5? Stay tuned to find out, because this is about to be a great battle to finish out stage 2.
Yeah, right now, back with the with 13 of Rowdy, like you said, he pitted quite a while ago. And keeping an eye on Boehner's feed right now. He is sitting P1. His fuel light is on. His tire light has not yet come on. Not yet screaming. He's pretty even on the right-hand sides. But here comes the 13 of Rowdy around the outside of that 36 machine. Boehner going to pull it down pit road. He's going to put Rowdy back to P1.
I think Rose is P1 actually out there, early out there in turns 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. Rowdy's going to be in P2. Looks like we got a battle for third place, possibly. Looks like the 2-car Stout Whiskey getting a little bit of loose down into turn 1 up off of it. I think the 3-car Kamal is going to be your P3 running order car.
All right. Well, as soon as this all cycles through, we'll check back in with these guys and find out who is where. No track map up for me right now, so as soon as that comes up, we'll double check that off. But they've got about 21 laps remaining here in stage 2. Again, max points on the line. CGMX Rose able to get that done in the first stage, and a lot of the guys that are pretty close on points were not too far behind him. So we'll have to see how all that pans out. But two of Stout Whiskey looking a little loose off the corner. Here comes the 11 of Ingall's going to try to dive underneath them. They're going to go side by side through the corner. Stout's going to fall in right behind him. Not much of a battle. Put the 11 up one spot.
Yeah, move the 11 up to P3. Stout Whiskey back to P4. Stout Whiskey looks to be struggling a little bit here in the early going after that green flag pit stop. Don't know if he made a bad adjustment, but something's definitely not sitting right with the 2 cars. He's running extremely high through turns 1 and 2, actually tapping the wall out of turn 2.
Yeah, try to get back to him. I just landed on the 42 of CGMX Rose. He is all by himself. Nobody in that rear view. Nobody in the front. He's got the track all by himself. Doesn't have to worry about anybody challenging him. Doesn't have to worry about dirty air right now. He can run his laps, run the quickest time he can, stay in his groove. He's got the rhythm down. 42 is pulling away.
Yeah, I mean, CGMX Rose, barring any cautions, I think he's got this stage locked up without a doubt. I think the real battle is going to be your top 5 battle and stage point battles that we're going to keep an eye on. There's that 3-car Kamal. You know, we saw him struggling there later in the run. He had to come down pit road. As this run goes on, you would hope he made some adjustments, maybe made it a little bit tighter so it's not as loose on the later run as the 11 of Ingles taps the outside wall behind him.
Yeah, he goes right behind this 3, kind of watching him as you were just talking about. Kamal's got the 6 of Heated Snowman right in front of him. 21 laps remaining. We're getting closer and closer to the end of stage 2. As soon as I get some more information to tell you where everybody's at. But I'll tell you, Boehner's in P7, and he is on the exact opposite side of the track from the 42 of CGMX Rose. That goes to show the kind of lead that the 42's got. And not only that, the kind of pace that he's setting if he is now a half a track ahead of P7. So he's going to be setting a lot of guys at least one lap down here before it's all said and done.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt, man. He's just cruising and a-boozing right now here at Dover International Speedway. He's just got that thing in cruise control. It's like a Sunday drive for him. No pressure at all. Just hit your marks, which he will do without a doubt. I think he's going to win stage 2, and he's going to be a strong contender to win this race. But still, you got to look at the 13 of Rowdy. He got by the 11 of Ingles. I'm not mistaken, he's got the 3-car Kamal right in front of him. So Rowdy working his way up to P2 here at any moment.
Yeah, getting back up to that 13 right now. Now, it's another thing that was kind of thrown out there. Rowdy called the truck race with me on Sunday night, and he said that he's going to be doing a little bit of a paint scheme challenge to the guys out there in chat and to Twitter and everywhere else. If you send Rowdy a paint scheme from any past race, somebody Dale Jr. or Neil Bonnet or Dale Sr. or Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, whoever you want to choose, if he picks your paint scheme to run from Daytona on all throughout the chase as well, whoever the winner is, we're going to send you an NNR keychain in the mail just for following along, playing along, and kind of a thank you from NNR as well. So thank you, Rowdy, for setting that in motion and being willing to be such a good sport about things.
Yeah, he definitely is. He actually ended up losing a spot to that 11 car of Ingles. Ingles was able to get up underneath Rowdy back one more position. These guys are battling hard for second, third, and fourth place. You could throw a blanket over them right now as they go through turns 1 and 2, up off of 2. They're still single filed out down the backstretch.
Yeah, single file out behind that 40 of Outlaw. I think Outlaw's probably a lap down right now, if I'm not mistaken. But the top 5, I can tell you, Stout Whiskey right now is in P5, and he's just in front of the 36
got past.
of Boehner. Yep, just
Yeah,
got
he just got passed by. And Boehner actually pitted way after these guys, so Boehner's definitely got easily 4 to 5 lap fresher tires than everybody in front of him, and he is moving right now. He is leaving Stout Whiskey in the dust. He's got 5 car lengths on that 2 cars. They come across the start-finish line. Boehner's got the 13 of Rowdy in his sights. The only problem is catching the pass. It's a whole different story.
Oh, absolutely. 13. He's catching a 13. We've got 13 laps to go. Couple of unlucky numbers. Hopefully no bad luck befalls these guys here. Second, third, fourth, and fifth, all running nose to tail. Still almost a half lap behind our leaders, CGMX Rose. Rose just now going into 3. These guys are just now coming out of 2. So, man, he's got a whole straightaway on second place and on back.
Yeah, he's cruising, and Boehner was able to get by that 13 car of Rowdy, so move Rowdy back to 5th place. Boehner up to P4. Here's Boehner looking low underneath the 11 of Ingalls down into turn 1. So Boehner now up to P3, and he's got the 3 car of Kamal in his sights, coming off a 2 with a huge run down the backstretch.
Yeah, Boehner absolutely able to get back to the throttle quicker than these guys, and it's got to be due to those 5 lap fresher tires. I really thought the 11 of Ingalls was going to try to block the 36, but I think it was just a little bit of a loose condition coming off the corner. So move Boehner to P2, the 3 of Kamal in P3, the 11 of Ingalls P4, and I think that is the 13 of Rowdy sitting there in P5.
Yeah, behind Rowdy. I don't know if that's for a position or not, but it looks like that's going to be the 8 car of Smitty. I haven't seen Smitty in the top 10 all night long. I don't want to say it's not, but I just don't think that 8 car is in a position battle with Rowdy. I think he's actually a lap down, maybe trying to play a little bit of fuel strategy game, as laps have got to be widened down here in stage 2.
Oh, yeah, we were at 13 to go when he got past the 13. So we've got to be inside of 10. Next time I see him come on by the start-finish line, I'll get us a lap count. You called it. 8 laps to go as I watched the 11 of Ingalls get past the 3 of Kamal after Kamal made a little bit of contact with the wall, but he's able to stay in front of that 13 of Rowdy. It looks like the 3 and the 13 are going to come in with 8 laps to go. I guess they weren't able to make it all the way, and if Rose would pit in front of the 36, the 36 may actually end up taking the lead if Rose can't save himself a little bit of fuel. He was one of the first to pit, right along there with Carroll.
Yeah, I just don't know if the 36 can make it either unless he's been saving a little bit. Yeah, he pitted about 4 to 5 laps later than these guys, but still there's 8 laps to go, so he's got to save at least 3 laps. And saving laps here at Dover to be able to keep the pace that he was keeping, I just don't think he was going to do it. I think it's going to be a splash and go situation for the 36. Only problem is old tires on this apron come out of turn 2. That is going to be risky. Maybe you play a little bit of strategy. Good thing, Pete, you get tires now. You don't get tires at the stage break. There's a lot of strategy to think out here. Right now, laps winding down to stage 2 with about 6 to go at the line.
And here is Rose on pit road, the slowest 45-mile-an-hour trip that he thought he'd ever possibly have to take. Watching the 36 of Boehner now catching up to the back bumper of Kamal. Doesn't look like he was able to lap him, but Kamal's going to be able to pull away with those at least 2 right side tires, 4 remaining. And you just said it, he went about 4 or 5 laps further than everybody else. If Boehner's got enough in the tank, he's going to be able to steal this win on a little bit of fuel mileage play. Saw what the other guys did. We'll have to see if this 36 is able to capitalize.
It's going to be close, man. I mean, he very well could. It's just, I think with the pace he was running, it's going to be hard for him to do that, in my opinion. And also, there's a huge risk right now for a caution coming out because all these guys are getting splashed and goes. You're talking low fuel. The car is going to be lighter, especially with older tires. That is a recipe for disaster. Some of these guys, if a caution comes out, are going to get trapped laps down here at Dover.
Yeah, Boehner's really got to be careful watching him here underneath that 8 car of Smitty. He doesn't need to pass him. Just stay behind him. He's got no competition anywhere close to him. He can run his own lap. No need to possibly make contact with anyone. It's going to be 1 lap to go, I believe. His fuel light just came on. He just put the 88 of Dohar a lap down. I think Boehner's going to be able to do it. He's going to stay behind the 8 car of Smitty all the way around this last lap. If he's got a shifter, he can almost throw that thing in neutral and just coast it on through. Coming through 3 and 4, Boehner's going to be able to take stage 2.
And it's going to be interesting to see if any of these guys win a lap down, as Rowdy there was almost about to go a lap down to that 36 car Boehner. Boehner had about a car length distance between him and Rowdy. Boehner's going to pick up the win in stage 2, though. That was definitely a great race. A lot of strategy went on with that.
Yeah, and I was wrong about him lapping Dohar. Dohar actually finished 4th. So your top 5 there was Boehner, Stout Whiskey getting a lot of stage points, the 00 of Augustus, Dohar, and Heated Snowman. So almost a complete different top 5 than what we saw in stage 1. And with that fuel strategy, go figure Dohar was in there. He was the first car 1 lap down. So Boehner, Stout Whiskey, and
he trapped.
Yep.
That is a lot of people. That is a lot of people a lap down. Now, you know people are going to be battling hard for that lucky dog spot. So I think we're going to see a caution here within 2 laps, Pete.
I think you're right. So I was right by him lapping Dohar, but still Dohar in P4 getting a lot of stage points. Good for him. And yeah, we're going to rack them, stack them back up here on the concrete mile of Dover. See who miles the monster and reach out and grab here. See if your prediction is right. See the 00, the 36, the 2 of Stout Whiskey, the 42 of CGMX Rose, and the 6 of Heated Snowman, your top 5.
Yeah, 36 of Boehner out in front, 00 of Augustus right behind him. A couple cars slap the outside wall coming out of turn 2 down a backstretch. They're all able to hold it together, though. I think the lucky dog spot right now is going to be that 42 car CGMX Rose. He's currently running in P4 right behind that 2 car Stout Whiskey. Look behind him, though. That's going to be the Letter of Ingals. You know he can be the aggressive driver. He wants that lucky dog spot as well. As we're coming to my guess of being a caution should be this next lap.
We'll have to see. Right now, I'm still on the 11 of Ingles, right behind the 42, and ahead of that 3 of Kamal. Behind Kamal, you got the 13 of Rowdy. Behind Rowdy, you've got a couple cars that are too wide. I think that's the 17 of Sully and either the 35 or the 00. I'm going to guess the 00 based on where he finished stage 2. And yeah, no caution as of yet, HD. These guys, as good as they are,
Rose getting loose.
And there's your caution. So you were right on the money.
Hey,
right on the money.
Only problem is I don't know if the 11 of Ingles got that 42 car CGMX Rose as they were coming off of turn 4. I think Rose is still going to be your lucky dog, though, in my opinion. I think the caution came out just before the 11 got there.
Yep, CGMX Rose right there, P5, first car 1 lap down. Then it was Ingles, Kamal, Rowdy, Dan the Lawman, and Smitty. So Smitty, yeah, he actually is having a pretty good run tonight. Good job by that 8 so far.
Yeah, Smitty's definitely running good, and of course I got him, man. I know what I'm talking about, dude. You're talking about more than 3/4 of the field, 90% of the field being a lap down. There's going to be a caution. There's probably going to be another caution here within 3 laps.
I hope not, because, yeah, he's got to be pulling out. Well, he doesn't have any hair, so never mind. Here's the 36 of Boehner's going to take him back to green with double O of Augustus is outside. There's the 2-car Stout Whiskey and P3, 88 of Dohar, 13 of Rowdy, the 3 of Kamal, the 35 of Dan the Lawn Man, and they're going to look to try to get this stretched out single file as soon as possible, then get back to the attack.
Yeah, 36 of Banner out in the race lead. He's got about a 3-car length lead on that 00 of Augustus Stout Whiskey, running in P3, and the 88 of Dohar. P4 down a battle, and there's a huge wreck there in turns 1 and 2. We're getting turned around on lap 2 yet again. Put it out.
Yeah, put it out. We're going to put on an old commercial here. I need a shot at Deer Park. What do you say? Let's go to NNRleague.com.
Hey NNR fans, are you looking for a way to rep your favorite NASCAR Heat preset league on Xbox Live? Look no further. Just go to NNRleague.com, scroll down to the Zazzle tab, and see what we have to offer. From t-shirts to hoodies to clocks, we have everything you need to show your support. Thanks for being the best fans, and we hope to see you at the track repping that NNR red.
All right, here we are back at it. We'll have to see how the rack stack back up. I don't like that the 40 of Outlaws in front of that 3. That means Kamal had either some issues on pit road or just the pit road cycle didn't work out in his favor. Copperhead 0611, thank you very much for the follow, sir, as we're going to take him back green. HD, did I lose you, sir? Or are you still muted?
Oh, no, I'm here. I muted myself. That's how excited I was. I don't want to talk during the little commercial break. But yeah, back green here at Dover International Speedway. Still your race leader is going to be the 36 car Banner. 00 of Augustus still running in P2 on the outside there. The 2 Stout Whiskey with the 88 of Dohar. Diving it down into turn 1. Just not enough. 42 car of CGMX Rose back on the lead lap. Battling it out side by side for P4 with the 3 car of James Kamal.
Yeah, Kamal really hanging strong on the outside. 42 of CGMX Rose going to be able to get on by. That's going to get him back single file. Here comes the 8 car of Smitty trying to run down the 3. And behind the 8 of Smitty, guy we haven't talked a whole lot about, but here comes that 1 of NRGP, old God Power.
And someone in chat said it sounds like you're in a tunnel.
I'm in a tunnel. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that.
You sound good to me.
Well, I'm glad I sound good to you, HD. You're important. All right. Let's see. All right, please tell me if that sounds any better. I believe that's old Master Killer out there.
You sound a little lower on my end, but we'll make do if it sounds better. But yeah, getting back to the race action here, 88 of Dohar dropping a few spots as he's got the 3 car Kamal right by him, moving to 42. CGMX Rose up the P4, 2 Stout Whiskey P3, starting to get a little pressure from that 42 car.
I think I just found what it was, and I can turn back up what I adjusted before. When I made some changes and added the guys that are on the bubble, it put back another setting, so I should be good. No more double up. Yep, there we go. Ferret Man saying that's better. Thank you very much. And HD, I should be back to the volume I was at when we started.
Oh, look at that. Yep, you sound good. Here we are, though, Pete. Second, third, fourth. You can throw a blanket on them. They're running nose to tail. 00 of Augustus, first time tonight, really in the top 5 for a number of laps. Sitting there still in P2. 2 of Stout Whiskey kind of cruising along as we're going. 42 of CGMX Rose actually being way patient with the 00 getting wicked loose off of turn 4. What a save that was.
Yeah, absolutely a great save. Tagged the wall there just a little bit with the front end. Got loose. Miles the Monster was not able to grab him. Completely eluded him. Oh, I think that might be a little bit of game lag because he kind of did it again. and he's been able to stay in front of the 2-car of Stout Whiskey. And these guys are jumping around a little bit of lobby instability, but they'll get it taken care of. Yes, Rose is the 42 car now. More Smoke hasn't, believe, picked a replacement as of yet, or I'm not quite sure what it is, but we'll have to see. Good, HD. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you're good, man. Actually, there is that 0-0 Augustus. He lost 2 spots, move him back to P4. He got a little tight there, entering down into turn 1, if not mistaken. Got up out of the groove. Stout Whiskey up 142. CGMX Rose up 1. Rose is all over the bumper of Stout Whiskey. We know Rose is more than likely one of the fastest cars out on track here tonight. Just kind of still cruising along. I think he might be playing a little fuel strategy game. He might have seen what happened in stage 2, where he actually went a lap down with about 90% of the other guys. I think he's watching that fuel gauge, saving some fuel.
Yeah, I got to think you're right. I mean, he's all over the back bumper, that 2-car Stout Whiskey, like you said. Stout's sponsor on the back says snap-on. Rose might be trying to snap onto that back bumper and allow Rose to pull him around. Or I'm sorry, not Rose, Stout pull him around. They're definitely pretty quick together. They're running down that 0-0.
They're running down that 36 car of Banner.
Rather,
that's definitely down to about 10 car lengths as they come out of turn 4. Stout Whiskey pulling off to the side. He might have felt he was holding up that 42 car, or he caught on to the game he was playing. So moves Stout Whiskey back to P3 on a strategy move.
Yeah, Stout Whiskey back behind the 42, behind the 2 now is, I believe, that 0-0, and then that might be the 3 of Kamal. I'll kind of go through here, cycle through just a little bit. There's the 3, and in front of him, yep. So Kamal right now running P4. So I'll go ahead and grab the stream again of old Boehner and see where we sit on laps. Got to be a good chunk now taken off of stage 3, but so far so good, HD.
Yeah, we're rolling pretty good. You know, Rose is kind of reeling in that 36 car here just a bit. He's got it under 10 car lengths. We'll call it 8 down the backstretch into turn 3. So he's got the heat-seeking missiles locked on to this race win here tonight at Dover.
Yeah, he's absolutely. Boehner's got a hot rod. He was really, really strong in that fun run that we ran last night. We've got 52 laps remaining here in the final stage. Right now, your top 5 is Boehner, the 42 of CGMX Rose, the 2 is Stout Whiskey, the 0-0 of Augustus, and the 3 car of Kamal. Kamal, ever fast at Dover, has a really good machine here again tonight. Definitely going to be able to make up some points on the 35 of Dan the Lawnman and Coey as well, since Coey was not able to make the field tonight.
Yeah, Kamal's had a strong car. I think we're talking about top 5 cars. I think you're talking about CGMX Rose. He's got the best car, in my opinion, without a doubt. You got 36 car of Boehner there, I think, sitting P2 with his car. I think Kamal, you could put him in P3. Rowdy, we'll put him in P4. Yeah, he's been up there a little bit, but he hasn't really been up there as much of these guys. We'll put Rowdy in P4. And it's kind of a toss-up, man, between P5 on cars out here. Who's got the strongest car? You know, you could put the 2 car Stout Whiskey. 0-0 Augustus has been up there a while now. 88 Dohar has been up there, but I'm going to give it to the 2 car Stout Whiskey. Run out your top 5 on cars tonight.
Yeah, Stout's absolutely got a strong car. We were actually talking about that a little bit during the Xfinity race. He said he was going to have a fast piece. He might have found something. He ran a few laps also last night in that fun run. He quit about halfway through stage 2. He said, have a good night, boys. I know what I got for tomorrow. Peace. And he's absolutely proven it. Still looks like a little bit of instability in the lobby, but these guys are holding it together for the most part, dodging the guys that need to be dodged. They're probably not seeing the same thing as we are, but it looks like green flag pit stops are back underway here, HD.
Yeah, we're still back on the way, and under the way is going to be that 42 car of Rose because he is now under 5 car lengths to that 36 car of Banner as they come through turns 3 and 4, up off of turn 4, closing the gap that much more. Nah. Here comes CGMX Rose looking to get the race lead.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to catch back up to Rose right now. There he is. Got him back on that hood cam. A little bit of damage to the front of that Credit 142. He's got a lock on that 36 of Boehner, reeling him in ever more. If I pull up the stream of Boehner yet again, it'll actually show that Rose is only 0.3 behind that 36.
Where do you see damage at? There's no damage.
Looks like it on his car.
I see a crisp, clean 42.
You know what? I think it was just the lettering from that C that kind of threw me off. But you are 100% right. That 42 machine is pristine. As looks like Boehner's fuel light just came on. They've got 44 laps remaining. We'll have to see if the 42 follows Boehner down pit road this time, or they make contact.
Contact there, trying to enter down the pit road. Rose was trying to pull a move on that 36 car of Boehner, just wasn't able to get it done. They are extremely lucky they did not wreck. Holy smokes.
As slick as this apron is, you are 100% right. I was on the 42 from the trail cam, and he came down onto the 36, maybe trying to pass him while he was still on track, not able to do it. Great hands by both of those guys not to cause a caution. First and second on pit road together. Have to see who has the best pit stop, maybe the less amount of adjustments. We'll have to see. I'll keep it right here with Rose as him and the 36 getting their service in.
Yeah, they're getting their service in. Ready to come up off of pit road. There goes the 36 car Banner. There goes the 42 car CGMX Rose. A little slow crawling down.
Under
Caution's out. And that might trap these guys. Actually, they might get lucky or they might not. They're 2 laps down. That's going to be a tough one to come back from. We have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'll keep Boehner's stream up and where the game resets him. So it's either going to be lucky for them because of the timing of the caution or unlucky on the timing of the caution. Looks like Dohar is going to have the lead. Boehner in second, Rose third, Smitty fourth, Stout Whiskey in P5, and we're going to take them back green.
I guess Dohar forgot to hit a button because he just pulled off the track. So move 36 up. Boehner actually up the P1 42 car. CGMX Rose there in P2. We got a battle for P3. 8 cars. Smitty up on the high side with the 2 cars. Stout Whiskey downloaders. Contact there towards the back of the pack, but they hold it together.
Yep, held it together. There's, like you said, the 8 car Smitty up high, 2 car Stout Whiskey down low. The 3 car Kamal is going to follow the hole that the 2 car made. Put Smitty behind, and then I think that might be the 11 of Ingalls. But the battle for the lead's heating up. 42 of Stout of CGMX Rose wants it. The 36 of Boehner wants to keep it and move the 3 of Kamal up to P3, able to get by that 2 of Stout Whiskey.
Yeah, Kamal's got a good race here. He's got a good, strong car, top 5 car without a doubt. I think 88 Dohar's actually out of gas. Might have just pulled up onto the track. Caution's out.
Caution's back out. Cautions breed cautions. HD, you would have won that bet again if you would have said another 2 laps. So Stout's running the show tonight. Got to whoa them back up again. They had a great run before. They just completed a cycle of green flag pit stops, so no modified restart just yet. But yeah. Sledgehammer, I have no idea what he was doing either. Me and Stout were just as surprised as you at the actions between the 36 and the 42. Just being extremely competitive, trying to get every second you can. Very, very rough track to try to pass that. You've been here. It's man, these guys they're all after it. They're under take no prisoners tonight, HD.
Yeah, and getting up here towards the front, I think Smitty playing a little bit of strategy, move him up to P1 first time leading laps here tonight at Dover International Speedway. There's that 8 Caterpillar Cat Machine down low, 42 of them more smoke up high, 36 of Boehner running in P3, now battling it side by side with the 42 of CJ Max Rose, and there's more contact towards the back of the pack, but they all hold it together for the time being as they're still side by side for second.
Yes, side by side for second with 36 of Boehner able to complete that pass, got just by the 42. Now, if the 8 car is Smitty, did some kind of strategy.
Nope, never mind.
Nope, not yet. The way that these guys up front are racing, though, looks like the 42 is going to try to follow the 36 under the 8. 8 was able to get a little bit of track position. Have to see if he's able to hold on. And in the long run, here comes the 3 of Kamal up to P3 with the 2 cars, Stout Whiskey right behind him. And I believe that's going to be the 00, and then the 1 of NNR GP or God Power. 36 made contact with the wall. 42 aggressive or evasive maneuvers. Top 3 stay the same.
Yeah, that was a good piece of driving from that 42 car for more smoke. He just got a bumper a little bit from that 3 car. Kamal come out of turn 4. Luckily, he was still able to hold it in there. Top 4 remain the same. They're a blanket over them right now. Coming up off of turn 2. 36 of Boehner. That time by a mile away from the wall. You don't want to make a habit of that too much tonight. And you know he might be suffering there just a bit. A little aero damage without a doubt.
A little bit of aero damage. That's watching back. A whole lot of contact back there. I see a whole lot of cars going around behind these. And caution's going to fly yet again. 36 up front, 42. 3 of Kamal, your top 3. And, guys, we still got a car I want to give away. What do you say? You think we can get this done? We need 50 here in chat. Check it out.
Hey NNR fans, get your hands on this Lowe's Motor Speedway 50th anniversary diecast that's signed by track owner Bruton Smith by watching repeats broadcast on Twitch. If we get over 50 live viewers on any stream, the diecast will be unlocked. The winner will then be determined by a trivia question selected by repeats. First to answer adds this sweet ride to their collection. Thanks for being the best fans around.
Again, guys, as always, like I say, every time, you didn't miss anything. Match Killer, thank you very much for the host. But yeah, please tell your friends, tell your neighbors' friends. If we can get 50 in here, we are going to give away that Bruton Smith signed diecast. We're going to take them back green, 36 up front, 3 of Kamal to the outside, 42 of CGMX Rose down low, 2 is Stout Whiskey, and then I believe that's going to be the 00, but we're going to keep it up front here, guys.
Yeah, 36 of Boehner got a good restart. 42 of CGMX Rose finally able to clear the 3 car James Kamal. 2 car Stout Whiskey, though, giving a bumper to Kamal down the front stretch, moving him side by side, hit the apron, barely missed the 3 car, almost clipped him in the middle of 1 and 2.
Yeah, those quarter panels in the rear are very, very sensitive. Place like this, you're already loose as it is in order to get the cars to rotate. Although I tell you what, running preset 1, you're fighting these cars off the corner, so you have to tighten them up as the race goes on. All these guys doing a great job. Whole lot of single file from like 1st through 10th, just really trying to dig after each other.
Yeah, and there's a 2 car Stout Whiskey actually slapping a wall up out of turn 2. I said it in the beginning of the race, man. About 90% of the people are going to touch a wall out of turn 2 or either out of turn 4, and it's happening, man. Even to these top guys that are running up here. I mean, we've seen Boehner numerous times hit the outside wall. We've seen Rose hit it. Boehner actually kind of led. He's got about a 5 car length lead down the backstretch.
Yeah, we come to 24 to go. Quick shout out to the number 24 normally here on track. Got to say, get well soon to old Mr. Coey. He's fighting a couple of issues. Not this whole COVID thing. Thank God, just not quite feeling up to par. So, Coey, thinking about you there on lap 24. Get well soon. Looking forward to seeing you back on the track here as soon as possible. And then you get to yell at HD for a little while.
He loves yelling at me. He might just need to yell at me and he'll be feeling better.
You know what? That probably would make him feel better. Dropping back here to the 11 of Bengals, looking for straight ahead at the 00 of Augustus. In front of Augustus, you got the 2 of Stout Whiskey. And in front of Stout, you got that 3 of the one and only Kamal. In front of Kamal, you got the 42 of CGMX Rose in his new ride after being picked up by Chip Ganassi Racing during the Pro League draft yesterday. In front of the 42, you got Boehner. Boehner has had a few people in chat saying, get that W, but your sister's still out there, HD, pulling for the 13 of Rowdy. Have to find him, and not too far behind the 11 is that 13.
Yeah, Rowdy's trying to work his way back up through the pack, but these guys are going at it for P2 right now. A couple times this last couple laps, the 3 car of Kamal had a good run, got right to the bumper of Rose. That time by, I think he got to the bumper to Rose, and the 2 car got to the bumper to Kamal, hit him a little bit, pushed him off the track, and there they are battling it out for P3. Contact down in a turn 1. There's a big
hard
one
on the outside wall.
The back.
That is going to bring out the caution, and that could really hurt that 3. He was really, really strong. Him and the 11 just went flat into that outside wall. Guys, please, if this is your first time catching an NNR race, as I see a few more viewers, if that's due to you, Master Killer, thank you very much for the host. But please go on up, smash that follow, hit the subscribe if you can, nail the notification, just as you saw the 11 nail that outside wall. Know every time NNR goes live on Sunday nights, Tuesday nights, and Thursday nights. It's always the Truck, Xfinity, and Cup guys in that order. The regular season is dwindling down. Next week, all 3 series head over to Daytona. After that, they're going to hit up the Lady in Black. After there, it's all about the start of the chase as we go back to Kansas. But tonight, we got about 20 more laps left here in the Cup Series. HD, here we go.
Yeah, green flags in the air here at Dover. Still the race leader there on the inside. It's going to be the 36 car of Boehner. 2 Stout Whiskey running in P3, trying to get up underneath that young gun of CGMX Rose, coming up off of turn 2. Single file them out for P, all the way up to P3. They're battling it out for P4.
Yeah, battling out for P4. So I heard a little bit of contact there. Went back, checked out the hood view from the 42 of CGMX Rose. You see the 2 car of Stout Wiz, and I see the 1 car of NNR GP or God Power. He's able to work his way into the top 5, but right now, still all about that 36 of Boehner. Rock NASCAR out there saying, what's up, Team NNR? What's up, Rock? Good to see you, sir. This top 5, top 6 though, HD. They're getting after it. See the 11 of Ingalls diving inside that 00 of Augustus, and here comes the 3 of Kamal. Looks like he's able to get that car repaired up in no time flat. He's going to try to dive down, dip, dive, and dodge underneath that 11. Make up another couple more spots.
Yeah, move Kamal up 1 more spot as they're still battling it out side by side. Got the 2 car of Stout Whiskey up on the high side with a good run up off of turn 2. Yet again, he's hanged on the outside of that one that got power the last lap. That's pretty much unheard of here tonight so far, but he was able to get it done, but got power off of turn 4 that time by, able to clear him. Here comes the 11 of Ingalls and the 3 of Kamal looking to follow in his tracks coming through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. The guys that were in the wall together that brought out that last caution are now running together, only separated by the 2 car of Stout Whiskey. As now you see the 1 of God Power overran that corner. The 11 of Ingalls is able to get on by. Here comes the 2. He's going to cross the 1. 3's going to try to follow him, bringing right along. I believe that's, that was a 95. Old Jose back there now.
Yeah, get back up to the race leaders. The 42 car CGMX Rose is right on the bumper of that 36 car. Boehner with laps winding down here in this race. They've got about a 10-plus car length lead on 3rd place.
Yep, I'm working my way back up to him as it looks like T-Lock Hart says Boehner's race to lose. He's pulling for him. So Boehner gaining a few more fans in here tonight. Still working my way back up there. There's the 13 and the 9 dueling it out right now. There's the 95 of Jose. Let's see. There's Rose and in the 36 of Boehner. So we'll have to see. I'll actually check back in on Carroll's stream this morning, or this time, to grab us a lap count as him and the 13 continue to duel. Right now, the 36 to 42, and they've got 7 laps remaining. They should be good on fuel, good on tires. Looks like Boehner's got about 70% on his right sides, 80s on his lefts. He's got 15 laps in the tank. These guys are good to go, HD.
Yeah, they're good to battle out to the end. I hope a caution doesn't come out because I guarantee we're about to see an epic finish where they just went by. So 6 to go here tonight at Dover. Now, Pete, we saw this before. Rose was able to catch Boehner. I think Rose might have a little bit better, longer run car. The only problem is there that many laps to get into that long run? Here's Rose. He's closed the gap in this lap. He's now 2 car lengths back with 5 to go.
Yeah, Boehner's really trying everything he can, blocking, going down into the corner. They both wash up just a little bit. Boehner back in the gas, 42 of CGMX Rose right behind him, down the backstretch. 5 laps remaining.
As they come through turns 3 and 4, Boehner washing up the track there just a bit. Rose is able to paint the inside line up off of turn 4. Rose is looking low down into turn 1 with 4 to go.
Boehner goes ahead and slams that door shut. 36 now behind. Dump all that dirty air on the 52. Back down the back stretch. They've still got plenty of room back to P3. They're going to settle it amongst themselves. Boehner is trying to break this string of wins that the 42 or CGMX Rose has been on across the start-finish line. 3 to go.
3 to go as they come through turns 1 and 2. Rose with another good run. Boehner is blocking with his life out here on the line as they come down the backstretch. Rose backs up the corner just a bit. Boehner washing up the track. Rose looking to dive low out of turn 4 down the front stretch.
Rose not able to get there. Boehner still holding on. These guys in epic battle. We've seen this time and time again. Last year was Rowdy and Kamal. This year it's the 36 of Boehner and the 42 of CGMX Rose in that new ride. Coming to the start-finish line. 1 lap to go.
As they come through turns 3 and 4, Rose is really trying to work the run up off of turn 4. White flag in the air this time as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Rose all over the bumper of Boehner.
We'll have to see if Rose has used up all his stuff trying those previous passes. Boehner dipping down just a little bit, not really trying to break that draft. Here they come. Contact 3 to 4 coming to the line. Who's it going to be?
Off of turn 4, they're side by side at the line. That time by Boehner in the 36 with the race win.
What a great finish. Woo! Oh, Boehner able to get his first ever win here in NNR, battling it hard with undoubtedly the guy that's on fire here. Congratulations, Boehner, P1, Rose P2, Stout Whiskey P3, Augustus P, God Power bringing it home P5, Kamal on the rebound after that damage P6, and man, what a finish, HD.
What a finish. What a race, man. That was epic. You love to see that kind of racing. I'm glad there wasn't a caution out because that was intense.
That was intense. And you know what? You see the guys that are on the bubble down there. Kamal needed to finish ahead of Dan the Lawn Man. He did that by 1 spot. Coey was not on track tonight. Kamal's going to gain stage points. He's going to get P6 finishing points. Man, that's really gonna shake things up. Depending on where Dan finished in the first 2 stages, they're gonna be really close as we head to Daytona next week, and we know that can be anybody's race.
Man, what a finish, man. We got to get a clip together of these good finishes we're having this year. I mean, that's not the first one that's finished like that. I mean, we had a 4 wide of Michigan. We've had numerous races come down to the line. What a race, and I think we got Stout Whiskey in here. Why don't you go ahead and take them, man?
All right, there. Let me actually go ahead and work my way on back. I'm just shutting a couple things down. Alpha Wolf, I see you out there. Sledgehammer, he said he lost interrupt, able to get back just in time for that finish. I am back on it. And where did my Discord go? There you are. Stout Whiskey, it's repeat. How's my Xfinity co-host?
Good, man. That was exciting, dude.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to call, a lot of fun to watch. You know, Stout, I ran that fun run with a bunch of y'all last night, and you cut out pretty quick. You said, you know what, guys, I found what I needed. I feel pretty good about this. Peace out. You were in the top 5. Seemed like all night fighting with Kamal and fighting with everybody else. Tell us about that 2-car.
I needed it to stay green. I mean, honestly, Kamal had a really good car. I thought myself, Rose, and Bain and Boehner had the best cars. So it's nice to, that none of the guys that deserve to be in the booth get to talk to you. But I felt like Boehner was really good on short mid. I thought Rose was the best overall from the beginning to the end. And my car was just, it took me a while to get going, man. That's why, like, on the restarts, I would lose positions. And then I would gobble them back up after, once it stayed green, and I could keep pace with Boehner and Rose. But I mean, I'm happy with the third, like you said, dude. I think I ran like about 15 laps last night. I'm one of those guys, man. Just kind of find something I'm decently happy with. I don't try to shave tenths or anything. Like, whatever, man. This thing will race. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you weren't so good on restarts. We were on you that one where you were on the outside. I think it was Rose on the inside, and you just used that old shifter magic, able to pull him on the outside, take the point. You were able to pull away just a little bit, and then, as you said, Rose with that phenomenal ride he had tonight, he was able to pull away. But man, it's going to be P3 points for you tonight. Where did you finish in the first 2 stages?
6th and 2nd.
6th and 2nd. I'm not quite sure why that controller disconnected messages came up on screen, but it doesn't matter. It's all about you guys. So yeah, you're gonna gain all kinds of stage points. You're already up there in the points as they continue to scroll across the bottom of the screen. Man, congratulations, Stout. You absolutely earned that one.
Appreciate it. Shout out to Boehner, man, winning his first race in the Cup. I know he's kicking some butt in Xfinity, and he's ran really well since he's been in Cup, man. The first one's always the sweetest. Enjoy it. And then also, Rose, good racing with you. You guys weren't in Discord, man, but I was giving Rose shit the whole time, dude. Like, when I passed him on the outside on the restart, I was like, F you, Rose. We was having a good time just talking back and forth. So it was fun, man. That's a hard track to race, man. You're just hauling ass the whole time, and it feels good to come out with a third and gain those points.
Thank you, Stout.
Stout's gonna
yes, sir.
Shut down here.
Stout Nugget 2020.
And then HD, why don't you go ahead and take the hashtag Young Gun and grow with Rose as he got it done here in 2 tonight.
Rose, my boy, as I call you, CGRX Rose, CGMX Rose. What are we calling you nowadays, Rose?
It don't matter. They haven't told me anything about that, so I don't know.
Nah, man. Honestly, it was a great race by you tonight. I kind of agree with what Stout Whiskey said there on like you and Boehner. I think you had the best car overall, but I think Boehner was right there with you. At some points, you were able to gain quite a big lead. That caution came out though at a wrong time, put a lot of people a lap down. What was going through your mind at that moment?
Hoping for another caution to get back on the lead lap because one stop at the stage, which kind of put me in a bad spot, but I was able to get a caution quickly and work my way back up through the field.
Now, when you were back there in traffic, tell me how the car was. Because when you were in front, honestly, your car looked like a rocket ship with the clean air. But when you were behind people, it seemed like to us up here in the booth a little bit that you were struggling a little bit. Was that the deal, or were you just being a little bit more patient with people?
A bit of both. When I got behind people, the car tightened up a little bit, so I had to be a little more gradual on throttle. I don't know. I think it helped me save some tire, but no, it just made me tighter overall a little bit being behind people.
Gotcha. Now, take me through your eyes. What happened that last lap of action out there on the track? What a finish, by the way. Just take me through your eyes. What you were thinking.
Well, I knew I had to try and move him in 3 and 4. I didn't want to wreck him, but when we entered 3 and 4, he kind of ran the middle line, which kind of didn't let me nudge him that much. So he was able to get the run off the top and still come away with the win. But I don't like taking P2 finishes here. So, but I mean, I had a great race. Just I'm increasing the points lead even more, so that's always good. But yeah, good race.
Now, I got to know, man, was there a difference between the Toyota that you normally run in this game? I mean, you've been running Toyota for as long as I can remember from the Chevy here tonight. Is there any difference with that?
No, I didn't notice much of a difference. The car handled pretty much the same. So I guess that's a good thing because I was good in Toyotas.
Gotcha, man. Hey, man, good finish for you, finishing P2. And Pete, why don't you go and take the race winner, man? First time race winner here tonight, matter of fact.
Yeah, first-time race winner, Boehner. I'm used to talking to you so much in the Xfinity series. What, you got 4 or 5 wins in the Xfinity cars. Here's your first ever win in the NNR Cup Series. Welcome to the top of the class, Boehner. Congratulations, sir.
Man, before I say anything, thank you, Rose, for running me so clean there. Like you said, I was kind of running the middle. I was so afraid he might get into the back of me. Not that I think it's just my first time in that situation. I didn't know how Rose was going to handle it, and there was a couple times where I clipped the apron, bobbled just a smidge, and that's really the difference of a guy getting a run on you or not. So I was content to give him that top because I didn't think like he could clear me there. And a couple times he could have jammed it in there on the bottom on me if he really wanted to, and I think he chose to kind of hang back there, wait for me to make another mistake, and then when I felt his car hit me in 3 and 4, I just prayed to God. I knew I'd be okay as long as I had to run off. And he just nudged me. He didn't do anything that I wouldn't have done in that same situation. I feel like if the leader leaves a lane down there, it's your job to get in there and get in there as good as you can and even nudge him a little bit. I'm just so thankful the car stuck and he left a lane for me up top to drive off because he could have just stuck me in the wall too if he wanted to, and he didn't do that. So I mean, Rose knows how I feel about him. I'm so happy he's in the pro league, him and Jose and everything. Sorry, this is way more long-winded of a thank you to Rose, but he deserves it. And then, just my girlfriend puts up with me racing with this, and she doesn't even do that. She encourages me and is a full supporter, and that's awesome. And my dad watches, and he and we get a kick out of talking about the races each and every week. So I'm looking forward to his text or phone call later tonight when he gets a chance to watch it. And then big thanks to everyone on Rook Racing, Finesse, Mountain Solely, Fatless, Honcho Powder, who runs with us and practice was with us too, but not so much in NNR. The WSRL League where I came from, that's where I kind of started. I was brand new to this game 6 or 8 months ago. And just getting to run with the league, I realized I developed a quick passion for this hobby, and so just want to shout out those guys. And of course, Finesse, my partner, man, he and I didn't have anyone to kind of help us figure out this game outside of guys who are at the same level we were at, and we've worked so hard trying to figure out setups on the custom side, and then also, and man, I feel bad he didn't get to race tonight, and I didn't get to race last week, but we both will be understanding. I'm understanding. I'm sure he will be tomorrow, but it's just been I never expected to win a race this season, and it just feels really good. I brought out the funeral colors because I had an idea I might actually be able to do it tonight. And I figured I'd drive the hearse around so I could end my winless streak in the Cup car.
Well, if you had a bunch of people pulling, if you were running around in a hearse, you had a bunch of people right there with you because Bowling is out there in chat. He started off. Then you had T. Lockhart, you had Bill's Legend, you had Master Killer, you had quite a few people saying "Go Boehner" from the beginning. Congratulations, man. You broke a string of wins that the well CGMX Rose was on. He could have been right there. It looked like there's a little bit of blocking down the front stretch, down the back stretch. You were running that middle lane, not to where you couldn't get back in the throttle coming up off the corner. You had absolutely one of the top cars. Rose may have been a little bit stronger on the long run, as Stout said. But buddy, congratulations! A great finish. It's going to put you in the win column as we get closer and closer to the chase with just 2 to go. Next week is Daytona. The week after that is Darlington. I asked you a few weeks ago. I said, Boehner, where do you see your next greatest chance at a win before the chase started? And you said, Pete, I can do it any week. Well, here you go. You proved yourself right. You got it done here at Dover, one of the hardest tracks to do it. Besides the guys that you've already thanked, any other shout outs, buddy?
Man, you guys and Coey, you know what I mean? Your guys' broadcast. I know every time I'm up here I say it, but honestly, like, you guys are the glue that makes, or the exclamation point that makes all the racing so much fun, is going back and watching. Like I said, whether I have a good or a bad race, I still always go back and watch. I still always learn things. And man, it's just a blast, man. It's such a fun hobby. You know, ever since I was a kid, all I wanted to do was race. And, you know, my parents they have blue collar jobs. They didn't have the means to, you know, be able to do that, and I'm sure they would have if they could. And this is as close as I'm ever going to get to actually being able to race. So for me, it's just fun, you know. And man, once again, Rose, maybe I broke his streak, but he could have took it if he wanted to, and I know that he could have kept a streak alive at my expense, and I appreciate him not doing that. And I think I was just good enough to kind of hang on there. Yeah, and the draft was just so powerful. I felt like if he ever got in front of me, and I was still in the draft, I didn't think he was going to get away from me either. But, you know, I think he was just a tick better there, maybe from laps, you know, 16 to 23 or whenever we had to pit. It seemed like he was probably tick better driver, tick better car, or a little bit of both. And I just appreciate him running me clean, man. I can't say that enough.
Rose is a class act.
Great.
He got all that. He got all his frustrations out last year when him and Rowdy had all those duels. But man, you not only got it done, you got it done in the best preset league here on the Xbox on Heat 4. You know, congratulations, HD. Do you have anything final for our first time winner here in the Cup Series?
Nah, man. I mean, you pretty much everything head on nail, man. Congratulations to Boehner on his first win in the Cup Series and an NNR. I mean, everybody knows who races the series that it's no easy thing to do when you got so many good guys that can win every single week. So congratulations to you, Boehner.
Thanks, HD. Appreciate it.
All right, HD, it's been another fun race. Masterkill out there saying he got a clip of that finish. I'll definitely look forward to going back and watching it. It was a lot of fun. HD, we'll be back next week. Daytona, the Truck Series is going to get it done on Sunday night right around 9 o'clock Eastern. Catch it right back here on Twitch. The Xfinity guys on Tuesday night, and the Cup guys will be back here 1 week from tonight. And then after that, again, Darlington. We start our chase after that. We'll head back over to Kansas. But as for me, guys, man, it's been a lot of fun. We'll do it again soon. Stay safe. Stay healthy. All you Pro League hopefuls out there, good luck. Good luck, Rose. Good luck, Jose. Good luck to Dohar. And we'll catch y'all again soon. Later.